as we look at Yago Dora versus Leonardo Fioravanti. As you can see, that rank change to #1 with Jordy Smith knocked out by Marco Mignot a few days ago. Leo Fioravanti now world number 10, trying to have a late charge into the final 5. And now Yago Dora on his opening ride.
Yeah, he really wanted that one, paddled hard. There's a lot of froth on this face. Medium-sized wave is hitting the reef so nicely on this outside section. Watching the pace on his backhand. Nice little release of the tail right there. Wants to stay critical, meets that lip line and just goes down.
Starting off with Leo's wave here, Jesse.
I mean, that's a beautiful wall in front of him. Let's catch up to what happened. Beautiful opening up, setup, carve. Gets a bit tighter in the second one. The wave starts to run down and he's just kind of waiting for that double up. Wave goes a little bit wide on the point because of the size, but then it's extra fun. When it hits that shallower part of the bank, it starts to stretch down as we see it here. He almost could have got barreled right there, but he was just underneath that lip. He's probably bummed with that, maybe misread a little bit, but finish it off with the, yeah, I totally agree with you, Rosie. I think that last turn, he just set himself up a little bit too high and the wind made him get caught. And then once again, you can see it right there.
Dora, current #1 of the world, has a chance to guarantee himself to be in yellow into Tahiti if he wins this heat. Starting with a carve, looks like it has a double up on it. Already down towards impossibles. Nice easy bottom turn. Dora connects with a speed jam. It's starting to run. Double overhead section. With that speed, finds a good spot to attack. We remained in control the entire wave. So Yago going for a couple falls. That feels different when you've got the water patrol assist. Rolling into this one, the Italian setting the rail off the bottom. Leans into a nice little slingshot carve off the top. Easy pace as this wall still waiting to grow. A few little rib lines in the face of the wave. It'll just keep on S-ing, fading, hoping for a big double up. Leo loves a crazy dramatic finish. Now he's nicely positioned in the barrel. Leonardo comes out, reaches for the roof and just ejects. Smart move. His board would have exploded. But he got a big vision there, Rosie, at J-Bay in his first ever appearance in the quarterfinals. Jesse, what'd you see here?
I mean, just a beautiful opening up carve. And what I've mentioned on the previous heat that we're here in the booth, guys, like, as the wave doubles up, it starts to push you down the line, and that when the wave stacks up and gives you the barrel opportunity, you're going to have to delay yourself quite a lot. So you can see here, Leo just zigzagging, waiting for the wave to stack up, and he delays himself enough. Look how much time he spent on the bottom turn and make sure he was behind the curtain, and he was actually slow enough in order to get to match the speed of the wave as he's transitioning inside the barrel. So just beautiful technique and just great reading of the wave as well. As soon as he set himself up, there's nothing more he needed to do. He was just in the perfect spot. See, he takes his time, gets very relaxed, has barely any speed, and then as soon as he gets up and high on the wave starts to generate and push him out. I thought he was going for a Hail Mary closeout turn right there, but I'm glad he didn't because he was going to fly.
Noticing how tight he stays to the whitewater too. He never gets too far out on the open face so that he's get it back and stay critical. This wave just impeccably read.
Close decision didn't go his way in Abu Dhabi. Just never backs down. Always ready for another fight. Here comes a wall setting up for Dora's backhand. Couple of nice fades, getting into sync with this wall. Remember, was going through crazy punts in the beginning of the event. Slicing through that one off the top. Maxing out his speed. Clean rail work from the current world #1. Now slowing down. Waiting to see if it's going to open up. Tags it well. Coming off with a ton of speed. He's looking for an exit. And then to Dora's wave, Rosie.
Yeah, watching Yago utilizing that priority, and already you can tell it doesn't have that same steepness that Leo's wave had. Now it starts to steepen up through this midsection of the wave, and he's really trying to wait on that bottom rail so that he can keep it critical. Sticks close to that white water, and again, just trying to find more vertical face. Really, it feels like this wave, he's chasing that vertical section, and when it presented itself here on this inside section, gets a little bit more critical right there, but definitely
L.Fioravanti now getting to this section where he's hoping for a double up. Driving a nice solid power carve in the pocket. Laying into a solid hook before it shuts down. Well timed once again for the Italian. Leo looking to better a 5-5. Starting with Leo's wave here, Jesse.
Yeah, that's caught up with what happened out the back. Nice tight carve. A lot of foam on the base of that wave from the previous ride of Yago. It was a little bit wider on the bank, but this is going to start to clean up. Jaws it on. Kind of similar. Is it like both of the starts are pretty similar? They weren't able to get too critical, and then the wave kind of dies out and starts to double up. But here's where Leo starts to do more damage. His wave gets a little bit more coping and gives him the opportunity to get up and vertical, and finishes off with a beautiful, very critical layback. Airdrops off the sky. And that's what's probably going to be the point of difference in between the two waves. Is able to apply pressure on that back foot. Keeps the board under the chest to make sure he's very stable as he's landing. You asked for waves, Rosie. Looks like there's a few stacking up.
Wow.
As far as the eye can see, corduroy lines to the horizon. Stepping on this one, important ride for Dora. Clean, highline fade. Perfect rail transition. He'll throw it off the top again. Highline pump, now down to the bottom. World number 1 reaching for the lip line. Hits it off the top, taking a big drop with some speed. Controls it on that mayhem and tags it. Love how controlled these transitions are from world number 1 now flying into the end section. He will attack.
You said it, Rosie. He's been clutch.
And now approaching it with a lot of power and control, Jesse.
I mean, this is a very hard wave for you to read. The beginning, you can see it splits up. The bottom of the wave has a few ribs, so he kind of has to zigzags and try to keep the flow for when it really matters. Right here, I almost felt like he missed it a little bit of the timing, but he keeps the speed, and as soon as the wave gets steep, he starts to do damage. Holds that bottom turn very long and gets very precise on top of the lip. Gets a second one extending, and then right here he knew he had to go for broke and hits the lip, gets a big connection. It's so hard for you to do that without besides Isabella Nichols today.
And this is the wave that Leo got behind him.
So he's surfing like he needs the score. He recognizes with the big claps from the crowds. Oh, he goes down on a meaty section. Yago Dora just so clutch.
Leo falling on that last one. You don't even want to count how many times Leo's lost at the buzzer, especially this year. A tough one there, but it is his best result he's had at J-Bay.